All right, everybody, it's John here. I'm the one that put the file on Etsy for the Christmas lights, string light, fairy lights, lanterns. I appreciate everybody that's purchased it so far, and I appreciate everybody that's going to purchase it. It helps me a lot. So enough said with that. So first things first is I want to talk about the files. So the files have a few different ones on there. You'll see the SVG, DXF, and the PDF file. You'll see that there's a zip file in there too. It's 7Z. That's a free zipping program. It's been out for years. So I'll make sure that I put a link down in the description down below. And also down in the description, I'll put all the materials that I use and where to locate them at and how much they cost so you can turn around and buy them as needed. So I use Aspire. I have 3 different cut profiles on there. Now, one of them is a profile for a 1/4 bit that just scars the area of the board so you know where to make the cuts to make the lanterns the correct size. The next one is the stars and lights. It takes care of the nativity star, and it takes care of the holes for all the lights to go in. And then the main design, which takes care of everything. So let me show you here. So those are the profiles. As I said, you got the main profile that just scars everything. Let me take all these off. So if we go here, you see that just scars it. That just literally throws a scar on it. All right, no big deal. All right. It helps you get the right size of the lanterns. This one right here is it shows the holes. All right. So if we play this, you kind of see what I'm talking about. It does the nativity star and it does all the holes for everything. Okay. And then the last one, it actually does the main design. Okay. So that's literally it right there. Okay. So the reason why I'm showing you that is because there's a little bit of confusion on it. So I'm using a Onefinity CNC machine, and the file type that I use for my machine is .ngc. That's the file format that I have saved in there. So if anybody needs that cut file, I felt it was necessary to put in there. So, but keep in mind though, whether you use SVG, the DFX or DXF, PDF or whatever, make sure you measure your wood. I use a digital caliper. So you can get the correct depth on the cut, because I know sometimes I'll have a few different pickets on there, and each one will be a little bit off. So I usually take the highest one, and then I use it throughout the whole entire project. So we're going to head out to the shop, and I'm going to show you the process, how I got my stuff set up, so you can set yours up how I got it set. All right. It kind of makes sense once you see out here how I have it and how the file is. So keep in mind, the file's not one big sheet of wood. It's 5 pickets that are cut down to 32 inches. So it's actually 2.5 pickets cut down to 32 inches each that are 6 feet. So let's get a view on this. All right. So this is a 5.5 inch picket right here. 5.5 inches. As you can see, it's a half an inch apart because that's how I got it set up on the file. It makes it easier to identify everything. Okay. As you can see, it's going down here. And then what we got over here is how I have everything set up. So how it works is I get my stuff cut out. As you can see, I'll use this one because this is a good example. I get my stuff cut out. I do a gentle sand on it with 80 grit sandpaper, and then from there, I place, after I'm done sanding, sand them first. All right, because if you put your tea lights or your string lights in there too far, they stick out just a hair on the copper. They stick out a hair just on the copper, and you'll buzz that, and you won't have any power, and then you'll have it to where you have to dig it out. This one particularly I'm showing you because you want to make sure that you put it in correctly. All right, so this looks correct to you, but if you look at it straight on, it's actually backwards. So this is the correct side of this. So I made the mistake already, and I made one, and I had it backwards, so I had to redo the whole entire thing. So let's get into this. So how I do this, first off, somebody was asking me how I powered these things. So I powered these things based off of these tea lights, just like this. This is just a white one, I think. Yeah, just a white one. So what I do is I put some hot glue right here, and I place it right on the inside. Okay, the reason why I do that is so at any time that the batteries go out, you just lift this up and take the batteries out, and you can replace the batteries. All right. Now I'm going to go back to this one since this is my messed up one from yesterday. So I start sticking them in there. I fold them in half and they still work. And I stick them in to the hole to where they're just scarring. You can see the little copper thing, they're just scarring the edge. All right, and then what I do is I take my hot glue gun here and I put some hot glue on it. And I do that to the whole entire thing. And then I make my normal boxes. So these files are pretty forgiving. So I can lay this box down or this cover down. Okay, and what I do is I take this and I put it on the outside, just like that. And if I got the hot glue gun right here and I need it, then I'll put a little dab of glue on each end, or regular glue. I use my glue bot quite a bit. And I put a little bit of glue on, and then I shoot 2 brad nails through it. And I take the other side and I do the exact same thing. So this is literally what you're looking at right now, okay? Then I do the same thing for the back, and then usually the cutoff, which this is one that I'm not using because it's a big old knot. So I put this right on top. I put these little handles on top, and then that's it. I put a back on it too, so it's all 4 sides. I keep the bottom open, and then I put something on top. I usually throw a little bit of sandpaper on it, 80 grit, just like I said, to clean it up, and that's really it. There's nothing else that I do to this file, but when selling these, a lot of people are liking the rustic look. So that's it. So let me show you the finished product of what this looks like. This is from one of my buddies. So this is it, okay? And if you're curious on the inside, that's the inside. See, just like I said, there's the little glue thing, and up here's the on-off switch, okay? And then you got your lights. I only have some of the lights in there because there's a lot of lights. There's like 15 lights on these string lights, something like that. Really haven't counted them. But there's definitely way more than 10. So the ones that don't fit in, I let them hang, so it gives that the reflection, just like in the picture that you all seen on on Facebook. So with that being said, I'll put all the stuff that I used to make this down in the description. I want to tell everybody thank you for your support on this. Okay, it's very humbling, and to be honest with you, I'm new to Etsy. I'm new to posting this stuff on Facebook, and you guys' support is great. Didn't expect it to take off like this, so I appreciate you all. I got more files to put out at some point. Getting new to this stuff, so constructive feedback is good. It keeps me busy, but don't expect a automatic reply back. I ain't washed. Automatic reply back, because I work just like a lot of us do that check out this video. So again, thank you everybody for your support, and I look forward to hearing from some of you guys. Okay, thank you.